Hello, I'm going to talk about how to share your content on Webex. So when you've opened a meeting, and the participants should be able to see this too, but here with the little box and an arrow, if you click share content, you can actually do this also in breakout rooms, especially if you want to ask students to share their screen with you. If you just tell them to look for the bottom area over here where they click share content, and their window may look a little bit different from yours, but it's mostly the same because right now I am the host. So what you're going to do is, for you do have two options. One is to optimize for text and images. One is to optimize for motion and video. What is very important to know is that if you do optimize for text and images like this, and of course here you can choose which screen or which tab you want to share, because I have all of these open right now. So I want to share my whole screen, then I will click here. If I just want to share maybe my Google Chrome, then I can click here. So it's a little bit similar to on Google Meet when you are sharing a tab or sharing your screen, you have a few options. So here I'm going to click share screen one. And so now I am sharing the whole screen with the participants. They will not see this window because this is a WebEx one. So I'm going to minimize it. Right now I am sharing text and images, right? So the important thing to know is that right now the quality may seem very clear, but once I switch, then it will look a lot more different sometimes, because then it means that WebEx has to load even more. So it really may slow down your computer. So what's very helpful is usually you should try to have as few tabs open as possible, because the more things you have open, the slower your computer will be. And a lot of times our computers are already overloaded with a lot of applications, and WebEx itself takes a lot of computer power too. So here you also have a few options while you are sharing your screen. So right now, if I want to switch, then I can switch again. If I click share content, then I can switch to motion and video. So when I click here, right, then here you can check or uncheck share your computer audio. If I want to share my computer audio, that would probably mean I'm sharing something like a YouTube video and I want everyone to hear it. So then I will click here. Actually, no, sorry. I will just uh, switch. So if you notice, that was flashing a little bit. So what I like to do is I usually like to just click stop sharing, and then I'll do it from the top. So then I will switch back to here where I click share content, and then I will click here, right, optimize for motion video, and then again I will click share. Okay, so like I said, because I'm going to now share my computer audio, my computer is muted right now because I didn't want to have any echoing. What you do need to know is that it can really slow things down, right? See over here how this keeps on popping up. Based on your current hardware, your content is being shared at a lower resolution, which may be difficult for users to read text. So usually the easy thing to do is to just click X and get rid of that pop-up box, but it may keep on showing itself a few times, especially on our computer, our work computers. See how it just showed up again, right? I just keep clicking it away. But I do want to show you that if I'm sharing a video like this, especially it looks like a pretty high quality video, so you'll notice that everything will tend to be a little bit slower to load. And so what I end up doing is I actually just will copy this link from YouTube, and then I will open the, oops, let me pause this first. And I will just send it to everyone in the chat. And then I'll just tell everyone to watch the video for a few minutes, and then we'll all gather back again or talk about it. If you really want to share your, as in you want to talk along with everyone's video, there's a lot of things to kind of figure out at the same time. So let me skip the ad first. All right. First of all, if you look at this video, it's pretty high quality. So sometimes what may help is if you want everyone to watch the video at the same time, you can go to settings on YouTube and you can lower the quality. So right now, the quality was 720p, 720 pixels. So if you did HD, of course, that would be the clearest. This will be very clear for you, right? Because the image quality will be much higher. However, that may slow everything down. And a lot of times students actually will probably tell you that they can't hear, or it's very laggy, it's very slow. So what you can do is you can lower the quality. The lowest possible is 144 pixels. So I know that, of course, the flaw is that this is very poor quality, right? And the audio and the video sometimes will also slow down. So that's why I said that I end up just copy and pasting the link to the chat. And then if people are able to follow along, then they can watch. If they cannot, then they can just watch this on their own. And so a few things, right, that are happening at the same time, right? So again, this is muted right now, so you won't hear the audio. But if I turn this and I unmute and I also want to talk at the same time, then I also need to make sure I click unmute over here, right? And then people will be able to hear me. So what's really helpful is you can tell if your mic is working. If you see here how I'm talking at the same time, so you can see the green moving up and down. For some reason, right, if this is still showing up, but the students still cannot hear you, that may be because of their own devices, or maybe they are loading too many tabs. There may be something going on their end. If there's something going on from your end, right, I will say, for example, right now, I'm only on one device. So if I want to unmute and I want to start my video, everything is going to really slow down my computer. So this is why for me personally, I do log in with a second device on my iPad so that this way, not everything is loaded onto one device. It really slows everything down. So here, right, if you see my self view video, I cover the camera so you can't see my face right now, but I can also, if I hide that, right, actually my video is still on. It's just that I have my little webcam cover over my computer, and so right now that's why you cannot, people cannot see me. Okay, so I'm going to click stop video, and again, see how I'm still talking, right? So here, what you can do is sometimes if the sound does not work, you can go to where your sound output is, right here, where you can click the volume button, and you should have a few options going on for you, right? So for example, I am right now using my headphones, so this is the one that's highlighted. At school, if I'm connected to my projector, this may be my only option. So right now, right, I know the projector is not on, but if it were, sometimes it really does not work where I have Webex on and I am connected to my projector. So I'm going to ignore this pop-up a little bit, just to let you know that sometimes when you click around between these options, this help you work out your audio. But if it still doesn't work, it really sometimes, the easiest fix actually for everything is kind of just turn it off and turn it on again. I know that's very frustrating and annoying, but sometimes that's just the case. So I'm going to click unmute and I'm going to click stop sharing. And now here are a few more functions for what you can do while you are sharing content, some of which I really do use almost every single day for class. So I am sharing my screen right now, and so I can do pretty much whatever I want onto here, right? So if I go over here to this page, of course, this is what the participants will see, but what I really love is this function called Annotate. Also over here, when you click the three dots, you can see more things that you can do, right? For example, you can mute everybody, or you can figure out some settings right here in where you click more. What you can do is here, when you click annotate, the participants can also request to annotate, which is actually really cool. Okay, so when you have participants who are requesting to annotate, then all you need to do is just click yes, right? If they accidentally do click that button, then of course you click cancel or no, and do not give them permission, right? But what you can do on annotating here is you can do whatever you want, right? So you can have some different colors, you can highlight, and so you can also type. For example, right here onto the bar, then I can type hello, okay? And just be careful as you are moving when you click away and then come back, right? Then you can actually move this as well. I can move this all the way over here. And then I can also use a laser pointer like this, I guess, while I am doing WebEx. And then, or you can do an arrow pointer, right? Just, you can see I can click and highlight. And so what happens is if you have participants who are also annotating, they can also click and then their name will show up. And then what's also really cool is right here, you have a line or single arrowhead, double arrowhead. You can have some extra tools for annotating. So there's a lot you can really do. You can also put shapes in here. I can mark this, right? I can just click that and then I can mark it, right? So for example, I will show you in a separate video how to use Jamboard, but I'll also try to throw in Webex and how to use Jamboard and Webex at the same time, even though I know it's a Google Jamboard, but you can still use that in Webex. And here also you have pen versus pencil tool. All right, and you can change the different colors. So this is helpful, especially when you have an activity, for example, with matching, right? Then I can match with this color while the other participants can use other colors, and then this way this can distinguish. And if you want to clear everything, all you need to do is click their eraser, and then I can clear a variety of things, right? I can clear my pointer, I can clear all the pointers, I can clear my annotations, or I can clear everyone's annotations, and then now everything is fine. Just in case you messed up on something, sometimes you can still click this arrow. Right now I cannot, but what you can also do is here, you can actually save the annotation as a picture, as a JPEG image file, and then you can save it anywhere you want. For example, right, if I am describing something and I've given some notes and I want to save that and share it with students who maybe have that accommodation or just with the whole class, then I can save the picture and then I can click save and I can upload that later to Google Classroom. So that's a really helpful function. And then here, this is just back to a regular arrow, I believe. Yeah, so then here is just a regular arrow. All right, so that is a really awesome function that I love in WebEx, which is with Annotate. Okay, and like I said, I will have a separate tutorial for talking about Jamboard.